Hello and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat. Today we bring some very, very sad news. We're going to be talking about the injury to Sam Kerr and what impact this is going to have on Chelsea's season. Now, when we saw this happened on Saturday, I think it was, or Sunday, we planned out that we were going to do this video. I think my first note was maybe we just cry for 5 minutes because as a Chelsea fan, it feels very bleak right now. We've lost our star player. Sam Kerr, while she doesn't always put up the biggest goal-scoring numbers, she's such a crucial presence. We've seen that in recent weeks with the absence of Millie Bright. She's stepped in as the captain for many games, and she's such a crucial piece of this Chelsea side, especially in those big games. She doesn't put up the Khadija Shaw type numbers in the league. She doesn't score 15, 16 goals in a WSL season, but she does score in cup finals, she does score in semi-finals, she gets you through those big games, and that's what Chelsea are going to miss most here. So in terms of actual injury then, obviously an anterior cruciate ligament injury, you'd expect her to be out for a while, right Harry?
Yeah, and I think, and as you say, it's going to be a very long time. You feel bad for her, she'll miss the Olympics, she will never play under Emma Hayes ever again.
Well, unless obviously she doesn't play for Chelsea again, she's still not signed a new deal. I think if we're looking best case scenario, no, but I forgot. I thought coaching wasn't just going to the USWNT. Yeah, no, fair. To be fair, she could play for Emma Hayes in the future, depending on where Hayes goes. But
it's very disappointing.
Yeah.
A last dance with Emma. It's a horrible injury. You never wish it on anyone.
No, of course not. And now it leaves us without a star striker until for a very long time. We think best case scenario on this is that she's back at the start of next season. We're hoping that the anterior, ACL injuries tend to be 9 months to a year.
Does that put the? I'd like to hope
problematic.
That Chelsea go, look, sign another deal. We'll help you through the rehabilitation phase, and we'll get you back because it's hard to come back from.
Exactly. The problem is the risk associated with it for Chelsea because we've seen in the past players don't always come back from ACL injuries, and that's the horrible truth of it. I mean, I hope to God that Sam Kerr's all right because we bloody love Sam Kerr. But
it's a very long road back for her from this, and it's really horrible to see. Chelsea are going to have to plough on with it, but from Kerr, it starts from today. It's a long road to recovery. If there's anyone who can do it, though, it's Sam bloody Kerr.
Yeah, definitely so. But we hope to see her back for the start of next season. Depends, obviously, when the season starts. Obviously, last year, or the season that we are on now, started in October. If it's that same sort of time, then potentially she'll be back for the start of the season because that'll be 10 months from now. Otherwise, it'll probably be closer to that Christmas break period, I would expect. But either way, it's going to be a big miss for Chelsea. In terms of dealing with that, then we've got to stop crying for a moment. Well, we could obviously just sit here for 5 minutes and have a cry. We know the impact that's going to have. Now it's about what Chelsea do.
Yeah, and
how they respond to this.
This is where it comes down to how Emma Hayes feels. Mia Fishel, brought in, very young talent, very good talent, was going to play rotation with Kerr. If Hayes backs Fishel to come in and put up good numbers and perform week in, week out, and can replace what Kerr brings to Chelsea, then obviously I think you're fine. You start Fishel, you can always rotate someone else through the middle if you really, really need to.
Yeah.
If she feels that Fishel can't do that, then we've got to bring someone in. But
that's the big question, isn't it? Because does bringing in another striker just completely nullify the reason Fishel was brought in, or actually is it that Fishel will still get more minutes regardless of whether they bring someone in or not?
For me, it really depends on what the Kerr contract situation could do. If Chelsea are going to let her run down her contract, then I think it'd be absolutely fine. Because if you're bringing in a striker now, they've got to be a star. They have to be a world-class forward to replace Sam Kerr. If Chelsea,
I think you can still have two world-class forwards. I mean, Leon are making it work at the moment.
Yeah,
but
they are doing quite well.
They are doing. It seems to be growing quite well. But
that would be my thing.
I've got three, actually.
If we're going to sign Kerr on for another deal, I would have my reservations about bringing in another star striker.
It's really the type of situation where you'd quite like to have a Beth England or Pernilla Harder, isn't it? Yeah. It's quite well suited to having that second choice striker who is very good.
When you had Kerr, Harder and England, this would be a perfect, not saying it's ever a perfect situation, player getting injured, but Harder would start and England would rotate in. It is big boots to fill for Fishel. It's whether Emma Hayes and the rest of the Chelsea coaching staff feel like she's up for it.
And to me, it feels frustrating, therefore, that we haven't given Fishel enough minutes in the first half of this season. I know she played the opening game while Kerr was still coming back from Australia, from the World Cup. I don't know why she hasn't been given more minutes, but she should have been handed more minutes. would have expected her to start the cup game anyway against West Ham on Sunday. I know people have been talking about the sportsmanship derby and all this sort of stuff because obviously it would have been Kerr versus Muir. I don't think Kerr would have played that game anyway.
No.
But yeah, it feels like a horrible situation. In terms of what I would want Chelsea to do, I think signing a new striker is pivotal. If we want to go out with a Champions League title in Emma Hayes' last season, then actually the only way we do that is by replacing Kerr. Because Mia Fishel could get us through into another WSL title.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. I think that's fair. But I don't think when it comes down to those big semi-finals, I don't think Fishel's got the goals in her.
Yeah.
And that may be harsh, but for me, if Chelsea are serious about winning the UWCL this season, then a striker has to be signed.
But I think, because I'm a bit on the fence about this, if we sign our striker, we have to go out, spend the big bucks, and get someone world class at the top of the women's game.
Who would you suggest?
Honestly, it's the problem because out of the world class strikers, who's going to leave?
For me, I'd be looking at Kadiditao Diani because I know she's just moved from PSG to Lyon, but I don't care.
And if you throw, basically, if you're going to bring a world class striker, you're going to break the transfer record, and Lyon aren't going to say no to that.
Or we potentially look at, is it Jenny Hermoso? I think she's just moved club though, is the problem.
Well, Oshuala's not going to leave.
No, probably not. That's the issue, isn't it? Oshuala's not going anywhere.
And that's kind of, probably one of the best forwards in the world right now. It's going to be very difficult. Let's just say it, Sam Kerr's irreplaceable.
Do we just bun it and sign Linda Caicedo? Deal with the consequences later. We've done loads of wingers. We put, I don't know, Lauren James through the middle. Probably wouldn't work.
Kirby a false 9.
I think I'd more expect Wrighton as a false 9. But yeah, in terms of who you sign, it's difficult because I don't think there's many world-class options on the market. Shaw's not going anywhere from a title rival to another. Diani's only just moved. Hegerberg and Lasoma are both old, but unless you're unless you can get a loan for one of them, but
I think a Hegerberg or a Lasoma would show that Chelsea are going gun ho in this last year in Emma's last year for Champions League.
It would be short-sighted, wouldn't it? Yeah, but
equally,
is that not? Is a 6-month loan not what we need here? Go and sign someone for 6 months to come and do a job. I don't know.
I think we have to get it right though. If not, we see how Fishel can do, and we rotate a false 9 in there as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think best in the World Cup who actually performed, but the only sort of names that come to mind are Sophia Smith and Trinity Rodman for the US. Alex Morgan's definitely not. She's retired, hasn't she now, Alex Morgan? I believe.
I don't actually know.
Oh, anyway, it's 37.
Sophia Smith's got a lot to leave.
No, neither's Rodman's, and neither of them fill that gap. So it doesn't actually help us in any way, and that's the problem. Vivian Miedema. Is she going to leave? I mean,
she's only just come back from an ACL, right?
She has, but I'd question it. Russo Blackstenius both seemingly starting over her. No.
Russo keeps moving around. I don't think Chelsea will get anyone from the WSL.
I don't know.
Get Beth England back.
Yeah. Oh, Tottenham enough. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's a deal to be done there, but I'm not sure whether Arsenal would want to do it.
No.
But if they look at the situation objectively and go, we have 3 world-class strikers, we can't possibly fit them all in the same team, I think it's therefore silly to suggest that they just would outright refuse.
Especially if Chelsea...
I think they'd be more inclined to sell Blackstenius than they would be to sell Miedema, obviously. But
on their day, there's a massive, vast inequality there.
And the big question mark is whether Miedema would go. Obviously, she plays at the moment with Beth Mead, who is her partner, so that's very difficult. You're not going to sign both of them.
Wow.
Because you're going to break all transfer records ever. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe just throw everything at the Mead Edema partnership. But I don't know. There's options out there for Chelsea. I'm sure that they will be better tasked with finding a replacement than we are. Because I'll be honest, I don't know how you do it. How do you replace Sam Kerr? She is the best striker in the world. There's no one out there. You can't replace her. That's the simple fact. You cannot replace her.
We touched on it briefly as well. Not just Chelsea's loss, but Australia, Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, their chances of winning have gone to really, really, really slim now. They have a decent side, but no Sam Kerr, no party.
I was going to say Ford and Fowler are going to have to carry hard, but I don't know. For me, it feels like that's an afterthought. I'm not an Australia fan, not bothered by that, but her missing for Chelsea.
Will be very much bothered.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be loads of Australians watching this.
If you're an Australian fan, you're a Chelsea fan, aren't you, really?
Wow.
Yeah, you've got Ford and Cooney Cross.
I was going to say.
Arsenal and Catley.
You've got
Australia?
No, New Zealand. Gorey obviously now at West Ham. Just signed that deal, which did we? Yeah, we did predict that, didn't we? In the WSL.
The WSL.
Yeah, we did predict that. And every player, every club should sign, which went really well because we did Vimbe to go to City.
Thanks,
yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, basically the summary from this video is Sam Kerr is very, very good at football. She's going to be a big miss. We cannot replace her. So you may have been clicking on this video, titled "How did Chelsea cope with Sam Kerr?" expecting some answers.
We don't have any.
There aren't any.
Cry.
No one knows.
Just cry.
There we go. The only note we had for this video, just cry. But yeah, hopefully, I think Chelsea has to sign a replacement. I can't see how Mia Fishel works out for
she's going to turn
half a
into
season.
the best striker in the world.
Emma Hayes is going to have to get her on the training pitch. Yeah, obviously, but Emma Hayes could say anything and I would believe it.
Wow.
You could say, I can walk on water. I'd go, yeah, you can, Emma. You could do it. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for this video. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comments down below if you've got any suggestions for players who could replace Sam Kerr, or if you disagree with us and actually think Mia Fishel will be more than capable to fill that gap, then please leave that thought as well. But yeah, we're giving our thoughts. Anything to round off with, Harry?
I like Sam Kerr a lot. I think he's a really good footballer.
We do like Sam Kerr. That's everything for today, though. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See ya.